it over to Lowe's. Got my block on the wheel. This thing runs. I didn't batten down the hatches. I adjusted the idle screw down by the carburetor, and no one's going to go here. See it? It's dying. It's doing it again. I don't know what's going on here. Oh. Something's running rough. Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Well, I attempted to go to Lowe's today. I was going to get the rest of my flooring for the RV, and had a problem with the ignition module. And you can see the new one down there. I didn't film the installation of it, but it's got two connectors on it. It's really simple to do. Doesn't take long at all. But there's that white grease that you put on for connectivity, rust, corrosion prevention, etc. Continuity. So, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, I went and drove to Vegas. Had no problem, had a good trip there. Then I stayed for half the day, and on the way back, about halfway home, it was like it was cutting out. It seemed like it was having a problem with the gas supply. I don't know if that had any problem with, I don't know if it was a gas problem or not, but it definitely, I think it was related to this ignition module. So I broke down, as it were. It stalled on the side of the freeway. So I checked for gas supply, and thought I just fixed it. But so anyways, I waited a little while on the side of the road, let the engine maybe cool down some. It wasn't overheating, but waited a few minutes, and then it started up, and I was able to make it all the way back. But it did try to threaten to cut out again just before I got back here, maybe a mile from here. So as I was leaving, before I left, the motor was idling for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, running fine, and then there's the old one. Then as it was running, it just stopped all on its own. Did nothing to it. It didn't sputter like it was losing gas or whatever. So somebody had come by about that time, and so I just didn't worry about it. We were talking for a while, and then he left, and I went and started right up. And so I started to head out, and I drove maybe, I don't know, half a mile, and it started to lose power again, and I knew it was going to cut off. So I went and turned off the main road into a residential area and found a out of the way place to park, and it just died. So with this vehicle, as you're sitting there, I turn the ignition on, and all the gauges go on, and the temperature gauge went way up to H, but I think it does that when it sits after you've run it for a while. So I thought maybe it was overheating, but it wasn't in the red, but it was up there. So I really didn't have any place to go except back home. So I just sat there until it was about just below the half temperature mark there. So where that little emblem is, right there, just below that temperature thermometer emblem. Anyways, so after it cooled down, it started right up again, but it seemed to it got me back okay home. But so I parked it, and wasn't gonna go trying to get into town, which is about 20 minutes away. It'd been years since I had a vehicle this old, of this make, Ford, and when I had a 1976 Ford pickup truck back in 93, 94, 95, and I remember replacing one of these before, and I guess they're pretty common to go out, so it's not like these are built to last for 30 years. So in fact, somebody told me I should get an extra one as a backup. So it took maybe less than 10 minutes to put it in. Very easy. Snap it off and snap it on. 3 little screws there to put it on to secure it. And I think the problem should be solved. I'm not going anywhere this evening, so I'll probably test it maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll see. So yeah, so hesitation, loss of power, the motor won't start, or it will start, but it won't run very long. It won't run very long, and it'll keep dying on you. Everything else I had already made process of elimination, and I got onto some Facebook group that I'm on, and I didn't I didn't say what I thought it was. I wanted people to give their ideas of what they thought it was. And one guy said that he thought it was the ignition module, control module, and so I was feeling better there. And then another guy, when he got to get more information, said the same thing, so that pretty much confirmed it to me that was the problem. So I disconnected the battery too before I changed that out. So if your motor, I think it happens to a lot of other cars, but with this Ford and Fords like it, and newer cars, especially with this Ford, it'll start and it'll run for a brief moment, and then it'll just die. And if it keeps doing that, good possibility that it's your ignition modular control module. Anyways, I hope that helps somebody. And maybe tomorrow, we'll see. I might see about getting some flooring for this thing, the RV. All right.